Alright folks, all things considered, I have a pretty decent car here. This is a 2004 Pontiac Grand Am. I don't know whether it's an SC or G. It's not a GT, but it might be an SC. Body's not fantastic. It's got its bumps and bruises, some scratches, but nothing major. But here's the thing. This is going to be a relatively low mileage car. It's only got 131,000. Is that 157 miles on it, which for an 11-year-old car is actually, that's under 12,000 miles a year. No check engine lights on. The car runs great. Air conditioner is ice cold. I mean, like, it'll freeze you out of the car. You could hang meat in here after a little bit. But it's not perfect. But again, it's going to be a very inexpensive car, so you're not going to have to worry about having to sink a lot of money into it because it's going to be cheap. All right, let's start. It's got some, power stuff, power windows. There's your right rear, right front. Swing around here. There's your left rear down and up. And of course, the all-important driver's window down and up. Let's see, it's got power mirrors. Which, there you go, they work. On that side, let's check the right side. Yeah, not so much. Okay. Radio, let's check that out.
Been able to do it even a little bit, Clay.
Seems like that works. Doesn't look like the display's lighting, which is so typical with Pontiacs. I don't see any CDs in there, so I can't comment on that. Turn that off so we don't have to listen to it. Most people are going to put their own radio in anyway, but whatever. I just like to tell everything I know. There's your wipers. Horn works exactly as it should. Let's see, it's got factory fog lights. The little light doesn't go on, so I can't tell you whether they work or not. What else? Yeah, pretty much all the important things that you need to know work. Okay, like I said, the air conditioner. Interesting, looks like you might want to get a speed switch. It doesn't work on 2, but 3, 4, and 5 work just fine. All right, so anyway, so the air conditioner, like I said, does work, but you got a little issue with the fan switch there. Oh, and you need this knob as well, too. All right, let's check out the outside. Before I do that, I'll show you the driver's seat. Does look like it's got a couple of burn holes in it. I don't know if the car was heavily smoked in or not. I'm guessing, I don't know. I can't say. I don't know whether that's weed burns or whether that's somebody actually smoking cigarettes or not. I can't say. But I will tell you that we ozone clean all our cars. So I don't smell any kind of smoke smell in there. So I just want you to know that. But again, if you're really allergic to smoke or whatever, maybe this isn't the car for you. There's your driver's floor, a little wear and tear. Nothing that you wouldn't expect. Oh, look at that. It's got a power up and power down seat, and the rest of it's manual. That's kind of odd. All right, coming around. Let's come around. I'm going to check out the tires. See what kind of tread those babies have on them. Let me get my little handy dandy gizmo out here. If I can find it. It's in one of my pockets. Oh, there we go. Okay, let's check out the tread depth. It's got, looks like, yeah, about 3 to 4/32. So about 2/3 of the tread is off on that one. So you're going to want to, probably by the end of the summer, get new tires on the front. Let's check out the rear tire. See how that is. Yeah, and that one's about the same. So again, that's around 4/32. A typical passenger car tire comes brand new is about 12/32. So like I said, 2/3 of the tread on that side are gone. Let's see what we got on this side. Yeah, and this one again, about 4/32. And I'm going to guess this one's exactly the same. Yeah, about 4/32. Okay, so moral of the story is, go to the junkyard, 20 bucks a piece, get yourself a set of used tires. That's what I would do. But again, it's not like they're completely bald and it's unsafe to drive. I certainly don't think it's like that. But you're going to want to get tires eventually. If you're buying this for your child, I would do that right away. That's what I would do as a parent. All right, right front of the car. It is a V6. Right fender's a little dinged and messed. Right front door looks nice and clean. Doesn't look like any dings, no scratches, no rust. Let's open her up. Here's your passenger side of the car. Let's take a gander at the headliner here. There's your door jamb. Actually, you know, as far as rust is concerned, this car actually looks pretty darn good. Some of these Pontiacs did have an issue with rusting out pretty bad, but not this one apparently. Even down here where they're most susceptible to rust, as you can see, pretty darn nice and clean. All right, right rear door. You know, a little chip on the molding there, but that's about it. Not bad. And here's the back seat. It cleaned up all right. You know, again, this isn't a perfect car, and I'm certainly not going to be asking a huge amount of money for it. Believe me when I tell you, for the money I'm going to ask for this car, it's well worth it. Here's your door jamb. Move on to your door frame. And come down here, and just a tiny little bit. It looks like just where the paint flaked off there. But a little bit of touch-up paint, and you'd spiff that right up. All right, let's look at your roof. I see a couple of, you know, scratches. Looks like some brush or something went across the roof. Quarter panel looks like we got a little scrape and a ding there. Coming around to the rear bumper. Actually not bad. I mean, it's got a couple cracks, you know, a couple scrapes, but typically for a car that's, you know, 11 years old, this actually isn't that bad. Let's take a look-see underneath. There you go. Pretty spacious trunk, you know, for a smallish type of car. And it is, as you can see, a split fold-down rear seat. And look at that, it's even got the straps so you can open the seats up from here. You don't have to do it from the inside. I always think that's kind of cool myself. All right, close this up. You can see it's got the pretty neat spoiler on the back. Pontiac love doing that crap. All right, there's your trunk deck lid. All right, coming around to the left side. Left rear quarter panel looks pretty decent. The roof on this side looks pretty darn good. Left rear door looks like it's got a little wrinkle and a little scrape right there. I told you right up front, this body's not great on this thing. I mean, it's not a train wreck, but it's certainly not perfect. There's your door jamb. We're at the left rear door now, in case you got confused or lost. There we go. And again, just like the other side, just a tiny wee little bit. Like I said, I would just hit that with some silver spray paint. If I had thought about it, I would have done it, but didn't think of it. And of course, here's your driver's door jamb. And this looks pretty good on this side. All right, there we go. So again, no major problems mounting. Left front fender actually looks pretty decent. A couple little scrapes right there, no big. Coming around to the front, looks like somebody spray painted the front bumper silver, so it probably had a bunch of scratches or something on it, but it looks pretty good. It's not horrible, in other words. Let's take a look-see underneath the front. I don't know what you can see. Alright, now this is my favorite part of this car. This car's got the V6 engine, which in my opinion was the way to go on these Grand Ams. A lot of them had a 4-cylinder engine, and I never cared for that. I always liked the V6. The gas mileage wasn't that much difference between this and the 4-cylinder, except you had so much more power out of this, and I think it's safer having a little more power, because this is considered a mid-sized car. Alright, let me rev her up for you. You can hear how good she sounds. Obviously, you don't need to be a genius to figure out that sounds really good. There's no valve train noise. There's no high rev knock. I mean, this is just actually a really, really good running car. All right, and here's your hood. It seems to be in pretty good shape. If I had to guess, I would guess this car was smacked in the front at some point. It looks like it was repaired a little bit, so I'm just letting you know that. All right, now let's drop this hood. Okay, the hood does have a pretty significant amount of scratches, and it looks to me like it was keyed, like somebody went at it with a key. That's my guess. I can't say for sure. It does have a good New Jersey State inspection sticker until December. So if you live in Jersey, you're legal to drive until December before you have to bring it through inspection. Or you could just scrape the sticker out and bring it through yourself. That's up to you. Nice looking car. Now, what we're gonna do next though, it doesn't matter how nice the car looks. What really matters is how it drives, and that's what we're gonna do next. All right, folks, we're gonna take it for a ride now. And one of the things I always like to do is start the cars when they're cold and after they've had a chance to warm up. You saw it start before when it was ice cold. Now it's had a chance to sit and idle and warm up. And I want to show you it starts just fine. And you can see there's the temperature, it came up. And there are still no warning or check engine lights on. All right, let's take it for a ride. Along with the 3.4 liter V6, this car also has a 4-speed automatic transmission. So it's a great combination of engine and drivetrain. There it is, shifts nice and smooth through all the gears. You can see we're doing 55 miles an hour, no issues. Car seems to track down the road pretty straight. Doesn't feel like it needs an alignment or anything. See, my hands haven't even been on the wheel there. Well, they are now because we're going around a corner and I want to get head on into a truck, but it seems to go pretty nicely. These cars even handle pretty good. Turn around here and then we'll head back and I'll do a little brake test for you guys. Brakes don't feel bad. Stopping right there. I don't feel any pulsation. All right, here we go. I'm going to really step on the gas now. That's what I mean about the 6-cylinder engine. It just gets up and goes a lot better, man. I much prefer this engine. All right, the brake test I was talking about is very simple. I'm gonna pull into the vacant lot across the street from my place, let go of the steering wheel and slam on the brakes. I'll try to describe to you how they feel. About the only thing you can tell visually is if the steering wheel swings wildly to the right or to the left, there might be a brake balance problem. But other than that, you're just gonna have to rely, hopefully, on me telling you how they feel. All right, here we go. I'm gonna pull in here, and I usually do this at about 25, 30 miles an hour. All right, ready, pull back, and... All right, except for hitting a little pothole there that drove the wheel to the right a little bit, not bad, and it stopped quickly and in a straight line, I might add. So very nice. All righty, here, let me get back across the street without getting hit. There we go. Okay, let me do a little recap for you guys. This is a 2004 Pontiac Grand Am V6 4-speed automatic. Just a pretty nice, decent little car. Body's a little beat up. The interior, except for a couple of burns, is actually not in bad shape. It's got 131,159 miles on it. And it is what it is. It's a 4-door sedan. Still looks pretty good. Drives great. Nothing mechanically wrong that I can see. I mean, other than maybe needing a set of tires in a month or two, there's really not a whole lot you're going to have to do to this car. It's more, I would change the oil, of course, too, but it's more of a get in and go kind of thing. Let you guys get a good view of this out here in the sun. Okay, so if you need an inexpensive, great running, 4-door, let's say probably a 5-passenger vehicle, this may be the right one for you. And as I always do, I hope this goes to a good home.